Hey guys, and welcome back to APG. As you can probably tell, we're not in Australia anymore. So we are actually over in Japan. This is my first time here. Just doing a bit of sightseeing, a bit of exploring. Here with a bunch of mates. So yeah, we're just currently walking through the city, seeing what there is. We're in Osaka at the moment. So it was funny, we were walking through here last night and all these shops were open. Place was just full of people. It is 7:30 a.m. currently and everything's dead. It's so different to Australia. In Australia, 7 o'clock, most things start opening up. Over here, it's more about 11 o'clock. We've got more of a nightlife. They stay open a lot later, whereas we open early and then close earlier. It's just very interesting to see the difference. We have our tour guide this morning, Mark from Barrel Brothers, leading us around. Gonna go get some curry.
Ramen.
Again, I'm wrong.
Kangaroo ramen.
I can't fucking do anything right this trip.
You haven't had your coffee yet.
No. Got coffee of champions. Got some hot spicy courage chicken, and then a pretty cool a rainbow mountain brewed coffee in a can. Mark says it's good. I don't know. Would you trust a man that looks like this? I don't know.
Yeah, straight across.
A little bit of ramen with the boys.
Did you go hard on the kimchi? Because that's fucking $8, not $19 for a bowl of ramen in Sydney. And it tastes 10 times better.
This tastes so much better than the ramen in Sydney.
Doesn't it?
100 times better. After chowing down on some breakfast, we went and checked out the famous discount store, Don Quixote. There was about 6 levels, all hosting something different from costumes, little trinkets, die-cast cars, electronics, designer brands, and alcohol. Not to mention the Ferris wheel out front. But enough shopping, we're off to our next destination. Heading into a Japanese hardware store.
Alright, straight to the tool section. Nah, you gotta come to a JD and Bunnings.
This hardware store was absolutely massive. It had everything you could think of, including pets.
This is all the hot stuff.
This is what we want. Everything's on a drill bit. Put onto it an impact drill.
Even big extensions like this 1/4 inch, that's on a drill bit, and then it's like that.
That's wild.
That's so weird. But cool, I dig it.
There's actually like touching it, it's not here. Like when you touch this stuff.
All these shoes are actually steel cap shoes. We're out here at Suzuki Circuit. It's a whole fucking theme park. Look at this. You got like little tracks. There's a Ferris wheel. It's wild. We're currently heading to the drift carts. Rob's drifting the wrong way. Good devils!
Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we were.
It's crazy to think that just over there you have the racetrack, and then all here it's all a theme park. We need something like this in Australia, honestly. The circuit is owned by Honda Motor Co, and on April 5th, 2024, which was the first day of the Japanese Grand Prix in the Formula One World Championship, they opened the Honda Racing Gallery inside the park. Inside, it showcases a succession of the Honda F1 machines, like the Honda RA272, which brought about the first ever F1 race win for Honda back in 1965, and the Red Bull Racing Honda RB16B that Max Verstappen drove at the World Drivers' Championship in 2021. Also on display are some engines and power units of the past, ranging from 1998 through to 2021.
Is this an argument or just the start of it? I wanna drive away so I can be so far from it. I wanna find a place where no one breaks their promises, or maybe drown myself in something that is bottomless. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a
Like I said earlier, this is absolutely insane theme park, and just behind me where the Ferris wheel is, you can see the grandstand or the racetrack. Unreal, just unreal.
But they could be much worse. There's always someone else who has a greater curse, a greater thirst, a hunger, pain, and mercy. Just find whatever you got and try to be thankful first. I wanna feel again. I need a couple friends. I never really understood just.
Alright guys, we're here at the Toyota Museum, and just in the car park we've got some goodies. Look at this, Suzuki GT4. And you got a GR Yaris right next door.
I can't be picking up the pieces, fixing scars from this. Is this an argument or just the start of it? I wanna drive away so I can be so far from it. I wanna find a place where no one breaks their promises, or maybe drown myself in something that is bottomless. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where
I was shocked and surprised to see so many different makes and models of cars that Toyota have collected over the years. Surprisingly, there weren't that many Toyotas on display. However, they did have some of their most iconic cars on display, including the infamous LFA.
Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes.
When in Japan, you have to go see Up Garage. So I've never been, obviously. This is the first time, let's go check it out. Up Garage is Japan's largest second-hand car and motorbike parts store. They buy used parts and resell them, meaning no two stores have the same stock, so you never know what gems you might find. So today's first stop is we are at some secondhand store. The wild thing here about Japan is places open up right on time. So if they say they open up at 9:30, they don't open up at 9:25. It's 9:30 on the dot, which they've just opened up.
Some good shit.
Look at that. You guys may not know, but I am a massive Dragon Ball Z nerd, and I just found these, which I cannot pass up. 20 bucks. Amazing. That place is pretty wild. I got some cool things. Definitely something you don't see in Australia. Now we are walking over to the Super Autoback. Actually, this one's just an Autobacks. So Autobacks is basically like your super cheap auto, like what we've got back home. And yeah, just on a bigger scale.
Could be. Seems a draw.
25% off.
So how much would they be then?
Do they anyone use on that?
Mark just has to play with buttons.
This is why we can't have nice things.
So funny that you can come to super cheap and buy HKS coilovers. That's so sick.
It's a different way of doing snow chains.
I know.
It's kind of cool.
Like, well, I'm just gonna...
What have you found me, Dave?
You're up to a panel removing set, weren't you?
Ooh, I was. At least it's not snap-on, so it's not going to cost me an arm and a leg.
It's probably cheaper to come all the way here and get another set if you break one.
Yeah,
than
I
getting
think
a
so.
snap-on one.
I think so.
It's... I don't know how I feel about it.
We are here at a place called Mihan Sportsland. We're here for a drift event. There are some fucking sick cars in this car park. Holy crap. This is awesome. I'll give you guys a bit of a walk around. You guys can see some of the cars in the car park, and we'll get up there and we'll have a look at all the drifting action. Our friend Rob from Import Monster notified us that the Kensai Drift GP was on the day that we were heading back to Osaka. And seeing as we're all car lovers, it was a no-brainer. We had to swing past and check out the action. And with so many cool cars just in the car park, I'm glad we did.
not too keen, bro.
This is such an awesome event. If you guys are in Japan and get to come down to one of these drift events, I highly recommend it. It's so cool. So much fun. So many cool cars, so many people. Amazing. Last day here in Japan before we jump back on the plane back to Australia. Some of the boys are leaving early. They've got other things to do. Me, myself, I am going to go into the 7-Eleven, get myself some breakfast, maybe a Red Bull, perk myself up, and then I've just got a day of exploring. I got my goodies, got a bottle of Monster, a sandwich, and what else did I get? One of those little seaweed wraps, which are phenomenal. The food in the convenience stores over here is exceptional. Australia, you need to lift your game with that shit. Currently walking down some back alley to some ancient shrine that's been like this for centuries. This shrine has been here since 1637 and is for one of the Buddhist deities, Fudomyo, whose name means immovable Lord of Light. Fudomyo is regarded as one of the good deities who drives away evil spirits. People come here every day to pay respects to the deity by lighting candles and pouring water over the statue, which has helped it grow a thick, mossy layer over the years. With a few hours up our sleeve, we did some more exploring around Osaka. We stumbled across this tiny K-car mechanic shop. With no hoist, they make do with what they have. This van looked like it was in for an engine swap. This brings me back to the days when I was working on jack stands. Alright, so we have just left Osaka. We've jumped onto the Raptor train. This is the end of the trip. Lawrence is here with me. This train's not quite a bullet train, but
it's an express train.
Yeah, it's an express.
I think we skip some stops and I think we go a bit quicker. This train looks different to the other ones that we're on, so...
Yeah, I think this train takes about 35 minutes to get us to the airport, whereas the other one was about an hour?
Hour and 10.
Yeah, so definitely less stops, might go quicker. Yeah.
We've left like 11 minutes early, so we'll be there a bit early.
Grandfather Mark making it all, make sure we're all on time.
Yeah.
But the funny thing with trains over here is they leave on the dot. We got here, sat down, 5 o'clock on the dot, the train starts moving. So they don't care if you're late, you're late. That's it.
Yeah, well, I guess all the tickets were booked out too. They were all disappearing when we sort of pressed our buttons. There were no seats left in our carriage, so or allocated, even though there are seats. They were.
Yeah, it's all ticketed seating too. So it's not like you jump on, find a seat.
Yeah, so we'll maybe shout out again from the airport and see how things are going from there.
Fall asleep on the plane.
Good trip so far. We're getting tired, but
amazing trip.
Still loving it. So
absolutely amazing trip.
Yeah, cool.
So much fun. Both our Japan cherries popped, so
absolutely
loved every bit of it.
We'll be back.
Definitely. Just at the airport now, all checked in, got to go through security. And then board the plane back to Sydney. This has been an amazing trip. Marty, thanks for hosting it, and all the guys that came along, absolute fucking legends. Loved it. Where do we go?
Going back to Sydney, but I'm going to really miss Japan. Japan was an amazing experience, guys, and I recommend it to everyone, so definitely add it to your list.
100%.
A must for any car lover.
Absolutely. Look, I'm not a big JDM guy, but the K cars are amazing. I might be getting a Honda N-Box
And
now.
the culture is as good as...
The food.
But
Food, cars, and culture.
don't get onigiri house. No one likes onigiri house. They dip all their food in oil. It's like Macca's. Nah. Awesome.